Hi, I'm LibraryOfAlexandria, aka Ella. This is my audition for Angel Arts' Athenaeum campaign, the free character genre version. Congratulations on baby number 2, Hark, that's amazing. About me personally, I'm 26 years old, I'm Australian, I'm a university student, have lots of experience RPG-wise, both as a player and a GM, online and off. Never GURPS. Always been super curious about it though. It's really flexible. Speaking of flexible, my schedule. Only times I'm not really available is every second Sunday between 7 AM and 10:30 AM, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I normally usually know ahead of time. So any time all day other than that is really good for me. Whatever's good for time zones, I can work around it. I've got reliable internet connection and a reliable webcam. Over the past couple of years, I recently found out that I've got autism. I'm on the spectrum. What do I think? It's been a lot, to be honest, but it's also been really helpful for coming up with strategies to help manage it better and knowing why I feel and react the way I do at times. As to why I'm auditioning, Athenaeum, Library of Alexandria, libraries, I just gotta do. Joking aside, one of the reasons why I'm auditioning is that I've been in one Angel Arts campaigns before, Pokemon Spectrum, and I've guested a few times in some others. And it was such a great experience. It was so good meeting people, getting to know some of them and playing games with them. So it would be fun to do something like that again, but different. Maybe reconnect with people or meet new people through games, which is the way I communicate best. Another reason why I'm auditioning is I really like the concept of Athenaeum. It seems like it would be so cool, like book jumping, world building. I love world building, and genre shifting. It seems like a really cool way of setting tones for sessions, and so much potential we can do with playing with expectations, either against them or with them. And lastly, I've also been trying to test myself this year, to challenge myself both creatively and socially. It's been a tough couple of years and I've struggled to interact with people at times. So this year I'm forcing myself to push beyond my limits. And yeah, I'm teaching myself digital art and I made some art for this audition, so I hope you like it. Hi! Okay, my first genre character pitch idea, Recall Heart. Superhero magical girl vibes with a little bit of shonen thrown in for good measure. Comic book, magna type thing. Superhero genre world like that is full of superheroes, rogue galleries of supervillains, superpowers, creative use of them, saving the day, and a great excuse to have cool over-the-top battles and fight scenes with like awesome superpowers. Like, what more could you want? And also like putting a little bit of like a strong theme around fairy tales, folklore and myth and literature characters on stories, really playing into that element. Like imagine a dazzling thief called Queen of Hearts who uses an enchanted deck of cards to dispense their own justice, flawed as it may be, or a hero called Electrocat who after a freak lab accident, a dormant mutant gene, and now they have powers that kind of mimic a Raiju. Or imagine that the Queen of the Fairies, Tatiana from Stories, is actually from an ancient long line of alien queens that use the art of fusing magic and technology and live on the planet like hundreds of light years away that's only accessible to Earth via portals and such. My character for this little genre is Finley Swanhild, a superhero named Recall, with the powers of, they're kind of themed around Valkyrie a little bit. She's inspired by one of my first heroes, the heroine from Wild Swans fairy tale. I really loved that story when I was a kid. A younger sister who went through fire figuratively and sometimes literally to save her older brothers. Like, she got to save the day and she was such a cool active hero, and she got made fairy queen, so yeah, that's a definite bonus. So yeah, that's concept number 1. Okay, concept number 2. genre story called Ainsley Comedy and the Curious Case of the Clockwork Crown. Definitely a mystery genre story set in like a steampunk urban fantasy setting, or like the classic thing where it's a beautiful steampunk aesthetic with like a twist of like urban fantasy where all stories are true. Imagine yokai, fae, changelings, all mixed in. It's world and with lock room mysteries and airships and dirigibles and stolen alchemical formulas, unraveling ancient yokai curses, haunted moors and manors, courtly intrigue and deadly plots, mysterious woods where people disappear and never come back, where fairy rings are alleged to be. Like, you can just make it a steampunk world with urban fantasy from all cultures mixed in. Or you can just like focus on one area, like wherever works best. But I really wanted to do one of the genre pitches as mystery, because mystery solving and theorizing and rereading old notes to come up with how it all connects and be it right or wrong, it's a really fun part of RPGs. So this genre really allows people to have at it. Classic whodunit and all. Character I have for this is Ainsley Comedy, a relentless changeling sleuth, eager to solve and unravel every mystery they come across. And that's enough about Ainsley Comedy for now. The rest shall remain a mystery to unravel for later. Dun, dun, dun. And yeah, I just wanted to do a setting where discovering mysteries lie at the hearts of the world, because that's a really big, cool part of RPGs and stuff for me. Also, steampunk is pretty cool, so it's an excuse for cool costumes, really. Okay, third and final pitch. I just had to. Romance genre. A really cool part of like some Angel Arts campaigns is like the romance and relationships between people that can happen. Like, oh, that's so cool. So really capitalizing on that and doing this like little romance genre story, but it's one of those light novel isekai tome type things. Yeah, I just wanted to have an excuse to have a bunch of fun romance tropes in a pretty anime light novel isekai setting that's basically just Camelot Arthurian legends, but like anime. Just acting as a shorthand so people can just have fun with the setting and like romance tropes without thinking about it too hard. Just cheesy, light, fluffy, romantic fun. You want an opportunity for a fancy ball? Got it. Epic heroic quest? Got it. Knights, turnings, nobles, courtly love, mage towers, meet cutes, romantic weather phenomena, meaningful conversations, or silly just romantic fun conversations. Or you want to play matchmaker and ship some people, like, go right ahead. This is the genre for that. The character for this particular genre is Sir Lucian Carnelian. Just an individual from the world, reincarnated the brother of one of Arturio's knights. They grew up knowing the tragic fate of the world they lived in because like they read the story or something or played the game version of it. And so acting as a knight, butler, friend, matchmaker and counsellor, they just were like, no, people shall communicate effectively and bad things will not happen. You know, that fell here and there. Not all the matchmakings they did work, but some did, and the stuff they did basically means Camelot's not gonna fall, everything's cool. Don't worry about it, it's peace times. Fun romance times only now. But there can be tragedy in the backstory if you want. And enough has changed that Lucian no longer knows what's going to happen next. He's just living here. Romance is in there. Hope everyone enjoyed these concepts and the little art I made with them. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and good luck to all the other auditioners. Bye!